G'day, year eights. Let's keep going with these questions. Let's have a look at this one. Now we're starting to get some problem-solving type questions here. So they ask us to do a diagram. So we're drawing a square. So that's pretty easy. Square has a side length of 2x, and the property of the square is, of course, all the sides are the same length. It's the worst x ever. So the perimeter of a square is going to be all sides added together. So the perimeter is going to equal 2x plus 2x plus 2x plus 2x. Now we can add those together, just like if you've got 2 cars plus 2 cars plus 2 cars, just 2 cars gives us 8 cars. Here we're adding up the x's. We've got 2x's, 4x's, 6x's, 8x's. So just going back to the question, true or false, the perimeter of the square is 4x. That is false. The perimeter we found is actually 8x. Let's have a look at this next one. I'm not going to do them all. They're all the same. Let's go to the middle one. Let's go to B just to be diplomatic. Right. So write a simplified expression for the area and perimeter of these shapes. In fact, let's go to C, just because if I cross out here, if I cross out these ones, it's really clear which one I'm talking about. Right. Okay. So the area equals width by length. So in this case, the width is 2y times 9x. So the area is going to equal, we know that 2 times 9 is 18, 18yx. So that's going to be the area. The perimeter, we also know, is the perimeter is the sum of the 4 sides. So perimeter here is going to equal, perimeter is going to equal 2y plus 9x plus 2y plus 9x. So when we add those together, we've got 2y and 2y, which is 4y plus 18x. Let's duck on to the next one. Matthew spent half an hour doing homework each weeknight. So I'm going to take it that each weeknight is Monday to Friday. And just make that clear in your answer if you're not sure. So weeknight equals Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So each week it's going to be 5 times 30, which is 250 minutes. And after 3 weeks, he's going to have done 3 lots of 250, which equals 750 minutes. And if we wanted to change that to hours, we can say, well, there's 60 minutes in an hour. So 10 hours is going to be 600 minutes. 11 hours is going to be 660. 12 hours is going to be 720. So 12 hours, and there's going to be 30 minutes extra. 12 hours and 30 minutes is how long he spent. Assuming that the weeknights, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, if you read that and thought they were Saturday and Sunday as well, and you did it 30 by 7, that would be fine as well. Question 13. We're just going to do one of those. Let's do the second one again, just for the sake of time and because it's nice and clear. Write an expression for the perimeter of rectangle B. Well, the perimeter is adding up all the areas around the outside. So it's going to be 2 times x plus 4 for one side, plus 2 times x plus 4, because that side happens twice, plus 2x minus 6 plus 2x minus 6. I'm going to give me some space, give myself some space here, because when we come to multiply that out, so the perimeter equals. When we multiply 2x multiplied by 4, we're going to get, it's going to equal 2x plus 8 plus, then this one multiplies out as well, to 2x plus 8 plus 2x minus 6 plus 2x minus 6. Now it's a matter of putting everything together. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of 2x. So that's going to equal 8x. And the numbers, 8 plus 8 is 16 minus 6 is going to be 10 minus 6 takes us back to 4. So we're going to have 8x plus 4 is going to be the perimeter. It also asks us the difference between the length and width. So the difference is subtract. So it's going to be 2x plus 4 as the length minus 2x minus 6. So let's now go and multiply this bracket out. So it's going to be 2x plus 8 minus 2x minus 6. So when we scroll down a little bit and put all that together, it's going to equal 2x minus 2x, that's going to leave us with 0, and 8 minus 6 is going to leave us with 2. So the difference is going to be 2. Now we go to some questions about the timetable. I'm not going to go through all of them, but we'll talk through the first one. So it asks us to use the Sunlander, so A, the Sunlander and Queenslander class timetable and fares to answer the question. I just want to make sure we've got some familiarity with what's happening in a timetable here. What days do trains depart Cairns for Brisbane? So we're looking for the Cairns to Brisbane days, and that's these days here. So this one is Cairns to Brisbane here, and it departs Mondays and Thursday, and the Sunlander and Queensland class departs Tuesdays and Saturdays. So Monday, Tuesdays, Thursday and Saturday, the train departs from Cairns to Brisbane. How long does it take to travel from Cairns to Brisbane? So let's have a look at this. It departs at 8:35 a.m. and arrives at 3:55 p.m. the next day. So let's do this calculation. So 8:35 a.m. Let's take it to the first hour, 9 a.m. That's going to be an extra 25 minutes. So now we want to go from 9 a.m. to the final whole hour, which is 3 p.m. the next day. Now, there's a bunch of ways we can do this, but we can say, well, 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. the next day is 24 hours, plus there's still another 6 hours. So that's going to be 30 whole hours. And then from 3 p.m. till 3:55 p.m. is a further 55 minutes. So when we add all those things up, we're going to get 30 hours and 80 minutes, which is going to be the same as take 60 minutes away from that. We're going to get 31 hours and 20 minutes. Okay. So that's finding the time. Okay, it asks us about the symbols. The symbols represent different things that happen in different towns. We could find the same thing for the reverse direction. How much would it cost for an adult Queenslander class for the trip? So Queenslander class, adult, Queenslander class. Now we have to go down, make sure we're in the right one. Queenslander class for the Brisbane to Cairns trip is $645.70. Now, I don't think I want to do any other questions there. I'll just have a quick look and see if there is anything that we need to do. Anything different there? Asked about the train. How long does the train stop in Townsville? Right, so you can see that it arrives in Townsville at 3:30 and departs at 3:55, so it's going to stop there for 25 minutes. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with what we've got there. Okay, John works at Subway, the sandwich stop, and is paid X dollars per hour. In the first week of Jan, he works 5 hours on Monday, 7 hours on Tuesday, and 8 hours on Thursday. How much does he get paid? So let's say his pay here is going to equal his Monday work, which is going to be 5 times X, plus his Tuesday work, which is 7 hours at X dollars per hour, plus his Thursday work, which is going to be 8 hours at X dollars an hour. Now, if we were told what the dollar rate is, maybe it was $10 an hour, it'd be 5 times 10, which would be 50, plus 7 times 10, which is 70, plus 8 times 10 is 80, which would come to $200. But we're not told what that is. We can just write as an expression that his pay is going to be 5 times X plus 7 times X plus 8 times X for the week. Okay, John leaves home at 7:15. Okay, so 7:15. And his 10 minutes to get to the bus station is going to take him to 7:25. Now he's going to wait 5 minutes for the bus. That's going to take him to 7:30. And the bus is going to take 25 minutes, which is going to take him to 7:55 a.m. And that will be the time that he gets to work. We've got another train time question. So the train leaves 7:25 p.m. on Saturday and arrives 9:10 a.m. on Sunday. So 7:25 till 8 p.m. That's the first part of the uptake to the first whole hour. That's going to be 35 minutes. Now we've got from 8 p.m. till 9 a.m. So 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. is going to be 12 hours. It's going to be one more hour than that. It's going to be 13 hours. And then last from 9 a.m. till 9:10 a.m. is going to be another 10 minutes. So the total is going to be 13 hours and 45 minutes, which is very close to about the length of time it takes to fly from Brisbane to Los Angeles if you're in a plane. Okay, a rectangle. Last question we've got here. A rectangle has a width of X. So if the width is X, we know that's also got to be X as well. The perimeter of the rectangle is 6X. So if two lengths, the perimeter, so the width by 2 has got to equal the whole rectangle, the 6X, minus the 2X that we've got here on the two ends. So the width times 2 has got to equal 4X, or each of these has to equal 2X and 2X. And if we add these up, we've got 2X plus X. So 2X plus X is 3X, plus 2X is 5X, plus X is 6X. So that's the perimeter. And if the width is X, the length has to be 6X. We'd find the area. We'd not asked to here, but area equals length by width. So that would be X multiplied by 2X, which would equal 2X squared. And they are the questions that we've done.